Hi, welcome to Build with Képler Podcast. On this podcast, we build tech, businesses, and cities, hosted by yours truly, Képler Signo. We are officially on episode 10, so I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys. So episode 10 is actually a two-part episode. We are doing a special announcement. You guys will get to decide what is the app that we'll be building. So the four ideas that I have come up with are or actually that other people have come up with either in collaboration or I was there when they were discussing it and I took part of it somewhat, but the idea belongs to them. So the first idea we have is Greenbooks. It's a huge college textbook marketplace. It's peer-to-peer for college students to save money and also help the environment. Then we have Fresh Zones, which is an idea that my younger sister came up with. It was a way to help the youth back home with education and all the things related to like rec centers and providing them a better educational. It's been a couple minutes since I last uploaded, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I do apologize for not uploading as often as I was supposed to. I'll be getting right back on track. Thank you for watching and enjoy this episode. So kind of next step is I'm going to be presenting to you guys the prototypes or how far we've gotten along with the development of the ideas that I shared with you from the previous section. So we'll be going down, and some of them we actually have a prototype built. Some of them is just an idea. Some of them do have design sheets. So this is just another way for you guys to like see the idea, and maybe I'll help you make a decision as to which one would be best. Thank you. So the first idea that I'd like to share with you guys is Greenbooks. It's a used college textbook marketplace for college students. It's a peer-to-peer system. So our goal is to provide the cheapest, easiest option for college students to get their textbooks and also to help the environment. Our second idea is Fresh Zones, which actually was brought up by my sister. Greenbooks, it's a used college textbook marketplace. So it's for college students to save money, save time, and help the environment. So a little background, there are 20 million US college students. There's been an 812% increase in college textbook prices since 1978. And they want a cheaper option. And they want something that's even easier than what is on the market. So we did some background, we did some survey. We found out that 61% of the 80 plus students that we've surveyed, we had 83. We found 61% preferred a hard copy. There is a bias. We were actually interviewing engineers, so we believe that is why there's a bias towards more digital than we expected. We would have to test out that theory more. I also personally went up to 100 Concordian students and to 110 approximately. And 100 agreed that they would want to use Greenbooks after I explained what it was. We have also figured out where students are actually getting their textbooks from. The majority are online, and the minority are from another student. So online is relatively, it's fast. 2 days, 2-day shipping is great. It is cheap. You can have the online version, you can have an ebook. And it's not really environmentally friendly. Campus bookstore is decent, is the easiest. It is not the fastest, it is quite fast. It is the most expensive. So that's there. And from another student is the cheapest. It's possibly the fastest. It is also the hardest to use. it's the hardest option to use. So we wanted to figure out like how hard it was. And most people thought it was difficult. Like it was too difficult to bother to choose that better deal. Because there's a student that was there before them that had the class who had that textbook and who could sell it to them, who's looking to sell it to them. We had a competition slide, but it's not competition. It's just market validation that people buy textbooks on digital platforms, physical textbooks on digital platforms, and we're solving problems that they can't solve. So our market strategy is word of mouth, environmental clubs and other student orgs, UConn and Fairfield student forums, passing flyers, Google AdWords, and also YouTube. These are some about like market share. So used textbooks. There is a I don't remember these numbers. I have to figure out these are true. And this is the team. Books. This is the UX mockup. So our idea is, students will be creating a account using their student email, and they would join their schools. So here, for instance, this student, she goes to University of Connecticut. Should be presented with the option of buying or selling. So for instance, she's just starting her CS career at UConn. So she uploads her schedule, and once she does that, she'll be able to find books for each of her classes from fellow students that have either taken the course last year or last semester. And then she'll get a choice of books that she wants based on quality and price. So she'll pay a premium for a highest quality, and she'll be discounted for a lower quality textbook. And once she's done with the semester, with the class for the semester, she'll actually be able to sell back the book because she's aware there's a marketplace. So our idea is that we're able to really save students a lot of money, because if they'll be able to buy from students first, and we made it very simple for them to do so. It's a very streamlined process. And they will also be able to resell the textbooks. And if they maintain the textbook at pristine quality, then they'll be able to sell it at a higher premium and have an increase in their savings. So that's really it for Green Books. Let me know if this is the project that you guys would be interested in building. Thank you. So the next app idea is the Fresh Zoes app, which was thought of by my younger sister. It is a way for students that will be attending our rec centers in Haiti to have access to their class schedule, to job postings, to food and things of that nature. So we'll be building out that idea, and my sister sent the specifications so we can build based on that if you guys decide this is the one we want to build. We will build this because we see the value in this. So if it's not picked here, don't worry, it'll exist. Fresh Zoes, this is the idea that was thought of by my sister. So once again, it's really to help the students attending the rec centers to have easy access to everything. So for instance, we would have access to their course schedule, including the work schedule. They would have a little ID that they can use to go to buildings, to receive their meals, things of that nature. They also have access to their books that they need for the courses. We'll be adding more things, especially for, like, for example, the work, or if they want to rent out a bike or a skateboard or things of that nature, or a ball. So they'll be able to do that on the app, and that'll be connected to the schools, the rec systems, the rec center systems, which would also include a school. Let me know if you guys are interested in building this one out. Thank you. So our next app idea is Subrides. This was thought up by a friend of mine. It is an app for college students when they go to party and they're looking for a sober driver. So this just links them to sober drivers, which are students on campus. And these are very affordable rides because they will be near or on campus. So for our other app idea, which is Subrides, I do not have the prototypes nor the mock-up. So I'll just kind of explain a little bit more about the product. It's essentially students will, after going to a party and they're intoxicated, they go to the app and they just find drivers that are online, the student drivers that are sober, that will be willing to drive them from their location to the dorms or to the apartments. So that's really essentially what that app does. Let me know if you guys are interested in that one. Leave it in the comments below. Thank you. And then we have our last app idea, which is L'Amour. It's a dating app for professionals who are seeking long-term monogamous relationships. This is our dating service for professionals who are looking for long-term relationships. To make sure that we serve our clients best, there'll be a limited amount of spots and members do have to pay. We help our members setting up their profiles, so creating something that's attractive and also including the pictures. So we will be doing the pictures for our clients to make sure that they present themselves as best as possible to be as attractive as they can for first impressions. We also want, as the name is dictate, second date, we want our first date to be done on the app. So that is actually with a video call between both parties. And then once the call is over, then they'll actually be going on a second date, which would be in person, or if they're far away, then they could potentially just do, once again, another virtual meeting. But preferably, really, it's for them to have interest and then go on that second date in person. And if this is the idea you guys would like to build, let me know in the comments. Thank you. So this is our current progress for the impossible tic-tac-toe game. I've actually been kind of demotivated. It wasn't that fun building this. That being said, we still are going to be finishing this because the idea is there and I want to finish. We're almost there. This is currently what we have. We're able to create a game. Ta-da! Currently the AI, there's no AI. It is, I am both. I'm doing both, as you can see. And I win, so then we can play a new game and you play a new game. It changes the view, but like I said, there's still no AI built into this. And here it says player's turn when it should say AI's turn, so it doesn't really fully work as intended. So these are some of the bugs that we'll be fixing. Otherwise, let's see, the exit works. Do you want to exit? It will be considered a loss. So we're going to say yes. These attributes are not updating. They're supposed to update every time there's a win, a tie, or a loss. So for instance, when we just closed the game, that was supposed to be considered a loss, but it has not been added to here. So we have to fix that. And the first game we had played was a win, and it wasn't there either. So we also have to fix that. And I'm not sure if we do have a tie. Let me play a game and then create a tie, and we'll test that out. Okay, gotta make sure we don't win. Okay, so it does show ties. Let me see now if it showed it if it counted. So it didn't count. So ties work, losses work, and wins work, so that's good. They're not counted for, which is what we will be implementing for the final episode.